Sister Wives star Janelle Brown speaks out about Garrison Brown before the release of Season 19. Undeniably, it is a heart-wrenching experience that Cody and Janelle are facing after the tragic passing of their son. But she talks about the devastating lessons she learned from losing her son, Garrison. Janelle Brown speaks out about Garrison's death. Without a doubt, the world froze on March 5, 2024, for the Browns when they learned that Garrison Brown had taken his life. While the news was earth-shattering, each of the Browns is navigating their world without him. But ahead of the release of Sister Wives Season 19, and just 6 months after the loss, Janelle Brown has decided to speak on mental health in hopes that others can use the knowledge she has now in hindsight. Sadly, Sister Wives star Janelle Brown says they were blindsided by Garrison Brown's suicide. She says, "We just had no idea that he was in that place." While she knows that substance abuse can play tricks on users, she accepts that had a hand in the matter. However, she didn't see it coming. She reflects, but he didn't ever express any kind of extreme sad feelings. Likewise, much like Robin Williams, she describes his last days. In fact, he was very funny, very upbeat. Furthermore, she witnessed so many things going right in his life. She adds, he had a career path that he was excited about. He had a life, he had friends. Admittedly, Janelle and the family were in shock. She never had any idea that it would go this way. Warning signs. By all counts, Janelle Brown says they didn't witness any traditional warning signs. Notably, he was frequently talking and interacting with family. He excitedly adopted a new cat and was eager to take on new career goals. As Janelle continues to sort through the death, she acknowledges, "We actually were having conversations. He had all the resources that he could have needed." Then she shares, "This was just such a shock. We just never expected this." Additionally, she describes her feelings before his death. "I really actually had sort of thought like, okay, maybe he's finally starting to get his momentum." Sympathizing with how difficult life can be, she adds, "It's hard in your 20s to find your path. And I was really excited, so it was such a shock, because there was just no indication at all." Janelle Brown reveals devastating lesson from losing Garrison. Since the new season of Sister Wives will come to screens next week, Janelle Brown wants to confront the idea that mental health can be a silent struggle. She confesses that a lot of young men his age have mental health problems that get overlooked. Undeniably, wanting to help others avoid a tragic situation like Garrison Brown's suicide, Janelle voices how more awareness and action should be directed at mental health. She says, "We should be speaking more, especially about mental health for men, and that there's no shame in getting help and seeking help." Reiterating the devastating lesson she learned, "We just had no idea. This was such a shock to us." However, not only did Janelle Brown learn how hidden issues can slide by, but she is making changes in her family. As a result, the Browns have new behaviors they are exercising since the passing of Garrison Brown. Vulnerably, she shares, "We're very real, and we assess." Further explaining, life situations come up, and we're always like, "Okay, so what about mental health?" We actually say the words, and we wait to hear what's really happening, not just kind of gloss over it. I think we're definitely putting more stock in mental health in our family. Janelle Brown battles demons of her own. Although as a mom, Janelle Brown has faced the question of whether she could have done differently, she accepts that she did the best she could for Garrison. She says, "I don't know what we could have done differently." Reflecting, she adds, "We were definitely. And I would encourage everybody to be that way. We were having real conversations with him. We were offering resources. We were always talking to him. We were loving him. All the things were there. It really just was something he could not. Like the demon, he couldn't get on top of the battle. He couldn't seem to get over."